20 years ago in 2002, a beautiful but overly enthusiastic woman charged me at our kiosk at Chelsea Piers, screaming that she wanted to work on schooners. "Schooners, schooners, schooners, I love schooners," still echoes in my head. Against my better judgment, I hired her. Well, it turns out that I had miserable judgment back then, and hiring Sarah was one of the best things that I have ever done.
I'm Sarah Pennington, and I am captain of this boat today. This is full moon, and I'm with a company called Classic Harbor Line. Growing up sailing with my family got me on the water. I was always happiest doing that, and I didn't think it could be a career, but I did some pivoting after college and sought out doing a little bit more sailing before life got serious, and I'm still doing that apparently. My body feels really right when we're sailing, but I enjoy the magic and the something about this boat that we're on right now, Full Moon, which is a 1950 power yacht. She's just special.
It was 2002 when our mutual friend, Captain Greg, brought Sarah on to work with us on Adirondack. We had one boat back then. It was clear to me from the start that Sarah had great potential. She was smart, organized, she was ambitious, and had a wonderful entrepreneurial spirit.
My name's Heather, and I am one of the captains here with Classic Harbor Line. I have been with the company for 11 years.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Sander. I am currently the HR manager at Classic Harbor Line. Our general manager, Sarah, has done the interviewing and onboarding and retention process for the last 20 years, and this is the first season that I am in charge of it.
My name is Greg Freitas, and I'm the senior, that means the oldest, captain with Classic Harbor Line. I was one of the original captains in New York and was the only captain when it was called Chelsea Excursions back in July 2000. I'm retired now for the third, but probably not the last time.
I talked to the manager of the Key West location, Sonny, and he gave me Sarah's business card almost 10 years ago. And I made my move to New York City, and I did an interview with Sarah, I guess in summer of 2013, and I got hired right away.
So I met Captain Sarah at one of the picnic tables up in the park that we share with Hudson River Park here at Chelsea Piers. And she then and has always struck me as an incredibly positive, upbeat, go-getter kind of person. And I like to think that she modeled that and continues to model it for many of our employees here at Classic Harbor Line.
Sarah's daring, creativity, and overall energy made me realize that she was the one to lead us into the future. Please note that it took Moses 40 years to cross the Red Sea, but it only took Sarah 20 years to cross the Hudson.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned from Captain Sarah is that no problem is too big to worry about, and that if we work together, we can pretty much tackle anything that comes our way. So it's not worth getting too particularly upset about it.
I've learned a lot about how to be a leader, and how to be a leader particularly in a male-dominated work industry, how to kind of hold your own as a woman in that industry, and how to do it with a smile on.
I've learned that we just keep getting better, and that time is really important, and that people who have years on you, decades on you, they really do have wisdom. And I'm excited about another decade of wisdom for me. The work here is the people I work with. I love them so much. They are my family, and I hope we can grow real old together.
We've been through a lot as a company during COVID, and our management team really had to sort of rally together in the last 2 years. But one of the positive outcomes of that is that Sarah has gotten to spend a lot more time on the water, actually sailing the boats and driving trips, which, you know, for better or worse. But it's been really wonderful to see her back on the water much more than in years past. And I can tell that she immensely enjoys it, and it was something that she was missing. And so I'm really glad to be able to share the water with her again.
We only had 2 boats running. We couldn't do any food service or drink service for several months. And so I had the opportunity to crew alongside Sarah. That was a first, and it was very positive, and she was a lot of fun to be around in that capacity.
I remember early on one time she was swinging from a halyard like Tarzan and Jane. That sort of thing calmed down, and she went on to be our leader for the next 20 years, and we're so lucky that she has stuck it out with us.
Sarah's most endearing quality is her empathy towards people. She really and truly cares.
I like this industry really wholly because I'm with others, whether it's our crew or passengers. I'm actually a really, really social person, and I love meeting people, talking to people, helping people. You know, when you're here long enough, you're like, oh, you really see people go through these chapters in their lives, and they, you know, some people leave and go on to other things. Some people really stick around, but not everybody stays. And, you know, in the past few years, we've lost some people, you know, for various reasons, and that's tough, but, you know, that is part of life.
Sarah, I mean, 20 years is quite an accomplishment, and I'm so happy to work with you, and I'm very proud of you.
We're very grateful that she's hung out with us for the last 20 years.
Here's to 20 more.
Happy 20th anniversary, my dear Caribbean daughter. There is no one else in this world like you, and I thank God for that. I love you, Sarah.